Normalno is a multimedia installation, and actually here in Mannheim we showed the second iteration of this project that previously was shown up in Stockholm. It covers the same topic, but of course the material that we present here is changing, as well as reality there is changing.
And we did that in several formats, like video material from Kiev. We have audio from Kiev, like feed recordings of the city, of famous places in the city, and also words that got like into the everyday language of Ukrainian people during during this time in war.
In this project, we aim to provide multi-layered perspectives on the situation in contemporary Ukraine. Also, we wanted to make some kind of room for people who would come in, and they would feel with several senses how is it to live in the city like Kiev, in that soundscape and landscape that is changing quite dynamically.
It consists of 3 works. One is a large projection wall that displays fixed media of footages from Kiev, poems and inner thoughts and personal stories, displayed and being composed in 3 movements. There is something that we always call the AI mirror. It is some sort of a mirror. It displays you, but in an altered and weird and uncanny form. A mirror is something where I check my expectations of reality with reality itself, and then I adjust. This is how how we like to think of a mirror. For me, the perspective is mainly coming through the news, and this mirror kind of alters the expectations and the reality so fast that I cannot even adjust to that in time.
2022, and I'm still living in Kiev, and my mom and grandma are still living in my hometown. But the thing is that we haven't seen each other for more than 2 years. The last time I've been to that house that I've been raising up in was in January, in the beginning of 2022.
The third part of the installation is an ever dynamic, we call it well of text. It kind of invites the audience to sit together in one table, and it displays text in Ukraine and displays text in English coming from Olena. And for me, it's kind of an invitation for the audience to just sit and read the text, but we always create an encounter between 2 people in the way the tables and the chairs, even though I'm just reading texts, is always about there's someone sitting next to me. And the person next to me is seeing the text in Ukraine and I'm reading the text in English, or vice versa. So even though there may be a language barrier, there's always like something on the other side that is always part of my vision.
Кожне десятиліття виборює свободу залишатись собою та право жити на своїй землі тихим та спокійним життям. Життя у постійному стані невизначеності, тимчасові, що набуває ознак перманентності. Нова нормальність, тотожно емоційному виснаженні. Щоденні картини воєнних злочинів ще сильніше розпалюють жагу до життя. На диво, вона не виправилась, а трансформувалась.
So my main role was to make the audio work, to use the field recordings of Kiev, to adapt it to the visuals that Olena had composed, and so I composed kind of a soundscape that is fed by these field recordings, these words of everyday life over there, and have also trained two AI models on the field recordings, like one model on the field recordings of Kiev and one on the words. So my vision was to let the people speak through the city and let the city speak through the people. And so I arranged all of that. And I was really happy to try out to have a 4-channel audio here in Mannheim, because it gives it draws you more into this whole thing.
Віра.
Yeah, we tried actually to focus mainly on the human portraiture of the city in big scale, and after we tried to zoom in to personal perspective, and in one of the parts you can see a personal story of me and my grandma. We are living in the same country. We are living from distant perspective, if to say, in the same conditions, but actually not. I'm living quite far from the front line, and she's living just in several kilometers from it. And it provides some intimate conversations between us, and I guess answers the question how people holding on and what's important now. At her house, she has a German-Ukrainian dictionary. Of course, it's not up to date, but all in all, she said okay, now you head into Germany. You need to study at least several of the words. So, okay, let's start. Okay, guten Tag, danke schön, wieder. Nevertheless, I don't know when or if we would meet again, because it's quite dangerous to go to that area. They're quite afraid and worried about me to come in. So each time when we finish our conversation, we say each other I love you, hope to see you in person sometime later.